Inconvenient Panda back again for some more casual craft. Season 5. So yeah. Well, I keep forgetting what I was about to say. Oh yeah, between episodes, I just chucked down a photovoltaic cell, and yeah, it produces enough energy. I wasn't too sure if it would, so this is gonna fill up now, and so is that. So I don't really have to worry too much. You can see at the top, thanks to Whaler, that it's actually building up a bit of charge. I'm not going to bother automating this just yet, because I wouldn't say I need to. I will, eventually, but I kind of want an AE system before I automate stuff I don't need. Sugarcane is something I will need, but I can do that later. But in this episode, I actually want to have a look at Botania. Yay! Because Botania will let me get ender pearls fairly easily. I say fairly easily, it's not going to be super easy, but I need to make the little book to know what I'm doing, which I think is just any sapling in a book. Let's see, I've got oak sapling. I've got a book somewhere, don't I? There we go. Lexico Botania. Da-da-da. This book is pretty nifty. Looks cool. So what I want to get started on is the thing to make ender pearls, which will require an alchemy catalyst, a mana pool, and that seems to be about it. I'm going to need gas tears, but they're going to be fairly easy to get from the nether. Much easier than trying to get ender pearls. So, what I want to make is, well, I've got to go through the basics a bit. I'm going to want, I guess the first one would be a pure daisy. I haven't actually looked into this too much, so I'm going to be learning as I go. Pure daisy is the most basic, but also the most important. Yep. So I'm going to need a petal apothecary. Shift click to see recipe. So I need a bit of cobblestone and a mystical petal. Which I think you can just get like that. Yeah, mystical. Cool. And I'm going to need a bit of slabs. Boop, boop. Oh, that's cool. I forgot you could do that. Petal apothecary. Here we go. So I've decided my Botania setup will be, I guess, in this kind of area. Oh, I also cleared out a bit of land. I'm planning on clearing out this section as well. But over that side I want my farms, like animal farms. So I'm thinking Botania would be good over here somewhere. Right. So I've got the petal apothecary. And got all these really cool things here. So now I need to get 4 mystical white petals. But before I do that, I'm going to actually make a chest. And I've got a bucket. Yeah, I've got a bucket. Because I want to move all my Botania things over to my Botania area. Whoops. Got a double chest. And let's see, probably want a shovel. I'm just going to create a little infinite water source. So like, I don't know, here will do. Grab some water. Just like that. And put my chest there. Now it's time to grab everything labeled Botania. This might take a while. Botania. 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 Yep. Alright, that's all that. Pam's Harvest Craft. I have to get into that. So I think I mentioned before, the last time I used it, Minecraft was still in beta. So, gonna have to see what's changed. I remember it being pretty cool. Done with that one. So, it's become clear that I do not have enough stuff. Because I need more white petals. It shouldn't really be too hard to find just out in the world. Just like that. So, white petal thingies. What's this? Botania. I'll just grab all the Botania stuff. Here we go, white. Yeah. Is that the one I need? Yep. Grab some purple. Ah, that'll do. I'm pretty sure if you put bone meal on the ground, it'll also generate Botania flowers. I'm not 100% on that, so don't quote me on it. But, oh, that's the other thing I'll need. Seeds. That'll do. So I might need to automate that. At least a bit sooner than I thought. Oh well. So the way that this works is if I put some water in here, and I'm pretty sure I just drop these in, and then I drop in the seeds, I get myself a pure daisy. So the pure daisy is pretty cool. It's getting dark, so I'm just going to have a bit of a snooze. You can only sleep at night. You can only sleep at night. It's what that, I can't think of the names of things. Trying to think. I'm going to need some stone and some wood. I'll just use up the rest of my oak wood. I don't think it matters which type of wood you use, but essentially, if I put this stuff around like this and then wait, these things will be transformed into other things. I'm pretty sure stone goes to living rock and then wood goes to living wood. So what I'm going to do is actually want to make a second pure daisy, just to speed things up a bit. There's some white. So that way I can have two going at once. It doesn't take all that long, but I just feel like it would make the whole process easier. No, is that snow? Huh. Weird. I wonder what's causing that. Yeah, the only issue with Botania in this pack is I've got Biomes of Plenty and Pam's Harvest Craft and all that other stuff. So there's a lot of flowers, making it a little bit difficult to find the ones I want. They should all still be here, as far as I know. But I don't know if they're more rare or any sort of deal like that. Another white flower, please. Oh, look, apples. right click the apple and... Do I get the apple? Oh, there we go. So those trees are cool. And, is this nutmeg? Yeah. I don't know how to make those trees. So, yeah. Whatever. Yeah, it's done anyway. So now I have some living rock and living wood. Which is excellent, because that's what I want. I'm going to need an axe to get the living wood. So munch that apple. Like that. So we might actually be around to see this one transform. But I do need a lot more living rock than living wood, at least in the beginning. Both are super useful and helpful, but how many have I got? I got 4. I think I need 5. That'll do. Just really quickly craft me up of this. Damn. I mean, I like how this thing can access adjacent inventories, but I just don't want it most of the time. It's a bit weird. I put the Pam's Harvest Craft stuff in there? I did. Don't do that. Dirt. Oh, there it goes. Woo! Cool as. So now I have a diluted mana pool. Sorry, not distilled. And I'm going to have to distill it. I think it's called distilling. I don't know. I'm just going to put this here for now. So what I need to make is some form of flower that can generate mana. Yay! Which I think the first one is the sunlight something. Let's see, pure daisy. Nope. Day bloom. Let's see. So I need yellow, orange, light blue. Let's see. Got orange. A light blue. I don't think I have any yellow. Actually, I am going to want to hang on to these. I don't have any... Oh, I do have yellow. Herp-a-derp. So I'm going to make a few of these. So once again, just... well, I'm going to need seeds. So it was 2 yellow, 1 light blue, 1 orange, and a seed. And now we have a day bloom. Yay! So I'm going to put it there. And it should start generating mana for me. And putting it into that mana pool. Hopefully it puts it into the mana pool. I don't know if I have to configure it. I don't think I do. We'll know if it's worked if there starts to become a bit of mana. Yeah. And the more you have, the more mana you generate, so... It's like that. Yeah. So I think it says in the book that you shouldn't place them like right next to each other. You should have like a little gap between them. So there's a mana pool. Yep, day bloom. Grass block at Minecraft. That's pretty cool. So if you hold shift, it tells you what's going on. That doesn't seem to be filling. Mana pool is simple, but it's... Mana spreader. Do I need the mana spreader? I don't think I do, but I don't know if... I don't know. I probably do. Oh. So that means I'm going to need a bit more living wood. I think. Now I've only got 4. That should do. Yeah, I really thought that would have just worked like that. Apparently not. So. Mana spreader, I guess. So I'm going to want a Wand of the Forest. So apparently if I, let's see, WA, no. Wand of the Forest. So if you just type, it does a search thing, which is pretty cool. And, I'm going to need more white petals. Living wood twig. Just 2 living wood. Yeah. Oh man, that's going to take so much. Well, I'm going to need a bit more wood. Down. Good thing I have this wood farm. Haha. Marvelous. And that's done. Yeah, I wasn't entirely sure if I needed a mana spreader, but it's looking like I 100% do. Which is a bit of a poo. And just any other petal. And a white. So this Wand of the Forest will tell me info about whatever the thing that I'm doing is. So there we are. It's, yeah, unknown status. So if you right click it, it tells you the status. So these are full of mana, but they're not able to put it into here. If I shift right click, I can change if it accepts mana or spares it. But I want it in accepting, and now I want to make a mana spreader. Which is just some living wood, any petal, and a bit of gold. Like that. Any petal. I really don't want to use the white petals, as they seem to be the most useful, at least in early game. Nighttime again. Let me just have a sip of my drink. Beverage. So, gold. Gold. And just like that. Mana spreader. So I can put him there. Now if I right click him, yep, he should be putting mana into my diluted mana pool. These guys don't generate all that much mana. But there isn't too much I can do about that just yet. I think if I shift right click this dude, he does weird things. So if I shift right click, I want function mode? No, bind mode. So I right click him, or left click, shift right click. Ah, there we go. So now I can just select where he goes. And those little green particles means he's actually transmitting mana. Is it enough mana? I don't know. Let me just grab this. Cool. So what I want to make now is another diluted mana pool, because I want to make it into a regular mana pool, because that's the one I need. But as we can see, there's a right in the middle of the screen there's a little cross. That means there isn't enough mana in here to do this thingy. So I could get a bunch more day blooms. I don't think they have to be touching the mana spreader. I'm pretty sure they don't. But I'm going to need a bunch of them nonetheless. Which sucks a bit. Yeah, what can you do? Is that white flower? Perfect. I'll grab that one as well. These black flowers? Yeah, I don't have any of them yet. Biomes of plenty flower. Yep, saw one up here. Yeah, Pam's Harvest Craft. Should check on my quarry. Pretty sure it'd be out of power by now. Yep. Did you get anything useful? Not really. Got a bit of coal. Alright, so 7 each it is. Just get him going again. Bunch of gobble. Alright, back we go. Keeping an eye out for white flowers. Here's one. What's that? Ground garden? Oh, gourd garden, okay. Yeah, if I were to break that, it would explode into a bunch of things. Hey, that's how I got my pumpkins earlier. It really confused me. I was all like, pumpkins? And a bit of living rock. Right, how much money you got? Got a bit. You dudes are doing alright. Let's see. Yep, okay, so if I just drop it. There we are, mana pool. Woo! So what I want now is the alchemy catalyst, which, as you can see, not exactly brilliant. It does require an ender pearl, which sucks. But apart from that, it's not too bad. Brewing stand, blaze rod. I don't have any of them at all, do I? I'm gonna have to get some. One other thing I'm going to actually need is a mana tablet, which is don't put it in your pocket, it might bend. Alright, screw it. gonna put my proper mana pool here. Yeah, and then I'll be able to make this one into a proper one. Which I'm thinking, put it here for now. Gonna need another mana spreader. Yeah. Definitely gonna need another one. I think I might be getting a little bit ahead of myself. And that just needs gold. So yeah, I have decided that my first ender pearl from these dudes is going into the alchemy catalyst? Yeah, this dude. But I do need blaze rods. I'm trying to think, there's no like cheap way, is there? I could get a... See, blaze powder's not too hard to make, I don't think. So, yeah. But I really don't want to have to go through IC2 to actually get to that stage. Does that be a pain? Pain! So I will just have to head to the nether. Which I'm thinking I'll probably do next episode. We check this dude. He's doing alright. Anyway, that's how you start Botania. I think I'm going to end the episode here a little bit early because well, I've got to do some blaze hunting. Which isn't exactly brilliant. I'm going to need some armor. I'll make some armor. What's the harm in that? Let's see. What can I make armor out of? Lead, protection 5. I can make silver, protection 4. Ferrous, electrum, invar. Ooh. Ooh, shiny chestplate. Those shiny ingots are really uncommon. So iron is 6 and invar is 7. Amethyst, yeah, I don't have any of that stuff yet, do I? Mana steel is 6. Terra steel, that might be the one I want. Which I can't make just yet. Yeah, I'll probably just go with invar. And let's put you into alloys only. Cool. So I'm definitely going to want... Oh, actually, I can't have a chest plate because of my jetpack. That's a shame. I can make the rest. I don't really think that made too much of a difference, did it? Just has higher durability. Actually, that isn't terrible. Yeah. Well, I think that's about going to do this episode. As in the next one, I'm going to be heading to the nether. I'm actually going to make a bucket real quick. I want one in there at all times. Yeah, that's going to do it. I have been and still am the Inconvenient Panda. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.